All right, Patrick, or whoever's watching this, troubleshooting the design here. I can see this two-line thing you're talking about up there. That's going to cause a lot of problems. Um, let's see if we can figure it out. So, looks like that's in a 3D sketch here. I'm going to delete that one. And let's see. There's the other one. That 3D sketch is okay right there. Now, I think you said the problem was happening on the back corner. All right, so when you go to start a new 3D sketch, all right, you go to do your intersection curve and you're trying to do this and that, right? This and that. The problem is the existence of this line and that line in the same sketch. All right, that's always going to cause that problem. You try doing this and this, okay, you get that double line. That line's there, that's cool, but so is this one, which is not cool. So finish sketch. We're going to delete this sketch and see what we can figure out there. Basically, we got to have this line by itself in a sketch. So let's go ahead and figure out, okay, that's sketch 8. I just want to make sure, okay, so you probably projected that geometry into this one maybe. So let's go in here and see. Yes, you did. Okay, so basically what you got to do here is in this sketch, you got to, after you project it and draw this line, you have to delete that projected line. All right, you got to make sure you delete that projected line there. All right, that's probably, so right now this sketch should only be this line. That other line that's in there was this one. So if I make this sketch not visible, okay, good. So that line's the only line in sketch 8 now. Okay, finish sketch. Go in here. Now do your intersection curve. File, or not file, I'm sorry. Start new 3D sketch. Intersection curve. Bam, bam. Hit OK. Now you have just the one line, which is good. Now we can do this front one, and just to kind of remind you what to do here. You're going to start a new 2D sketch, and you're going to put it on that central work plane. All right, you're going to project the geometry. You project that point is your best bet there. Trace that line and go down to about here, I suppose. All right, finish sketch. Then when it comes to the front, start 2D sketch on this plane. All right, I want to project geometry. Now the geometry I want to project is going to be that point, just the point, makes a point there. And also, I'm going to project the line we just drew, the end of it, into this sketch. Now, to see that, it's a little bit hard. I put it right in the middle because that's where it's drawn, right? So now for this, what we're going to do is here. The reason we need to project that bottom is so it'll line up with the line we just drew. Now I'm using an arc. You don't really have to use an arc, but whatever. So now we're going to do our intersection curve. File. I keep saying file. Start. New 3D sketch. Intersection curve. Bam. And bam. Okay. Now that's there. All right. So then we went ahead and we just used lines to do this. Actually, yeah, in this plane, I think we just said, okay, let's just do some lines in the bottom here. Just approximately tracing this shape here. Sketch. All right. Cool. Then we patched these together. Now when you patch it, uncheck automatic edge chain. That's going to be easier for you. Click the lines that you want to connect up. Gotta be careful here, you want it to be the 3D sketch. And if it turns black, you've done it right. If it doesn't turn black, you gotta go back and delete projected features in the sketches. When possible, project points and not lines. That's something I've learned since doing that last video. It's better if you project points and not lines. So hit OK. There's that. Now, again, we can continue from here. All right. What we did in class lately, I don't remember. I'm just going to continue on this for a minute. I don't remember if I don't remember which way we did it in class. In the video. So see this 3.256? That's where how high I'm going to make this. 3.256. All right, I'll put this right at the top here. Now, what do we got to do here is we got to get on that sketch. We're going to start a 2D sketch on this plane. All right. I'm going to put a point right there. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to put a point there. And then I'm going to also put a point at the end of these lines. But to do that, I'm going to project this geometry here. Now, in class, my one class, they figured out, oh, so this doesn't line up so great, but I think it'll be okay in the end. They figured out that it was actually a little bit curved from the side view, so we actually ended up doing it a little bit differently in my one class. These lines we drew the same up on the top here. All right, we drew these ones just the same as we're going to do the intersection curve here. Finish sketch. All right, so that's sitting up on the top. Now we got to do the same sketch but from the side. All right, so we're going to start another 2D sketch on this plane. We're going to project some geometry. We're going to project the points. Boom. Boom. Now this point here, we got to make sure it's the point that we drew on the top. We got to project into here. We want to make sure we get this right. So I'm going to go to the top view here. There it is. Project this point. Because we want that to be right. We want those to be the same physical location. Now, what they did in class was they used arcs on this, which for the front windshield, I wouldn't make the arc. I would leave it a straight line. In fact, because it's going to go all the way down to that front part. That's not really much. But in the back, there is a little bit of an arc in this drawing, at least. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, so they did a little bit of arc in my one class. All right, so now we have our two sketches here. This is the problem with the arc. It puts this point way down here, so when your home view ends up being crazy. So set current view at home, fixed distance, I think. All right, so we're going to start a new 3D sketch. Start 3D sketch, intersection curve. It's going to be this line and this line. And there it is. It's a little bit hard to see. Finish sketch. I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch of these not visible, so I don't have to see them. They get in the way. Turn off the visibility of a bunch of these sketches. Alright, I guess that maybe was a little too far. Alright, now I'm going to patch those together. Boom, boom, boom. Turn black. We're good to go. Okay. So now I have that surfaces there. Let me turn off this work plane visibility. Alright, next step here. We're going to mirror these two surfaces about this work plane. The vertical work plane. I gotta find it over there. that one. Bam, get it on the other side. And then I think you can pick up in the other video to make the lines across and make the front bumper shape, which is going to be the same procedure where you're going to project some geometry, the corner points here, and then draw the other views. Okay? Hopefully that'll get you going.